Hello everybody, welcome. This is an update progress report on Low Buy, Never Buy Again project, which I started last year some stage when I found myself getting overwhelmed by my desire to buy products, which when they arrived, I either realised that I had doubles of, or I didn't use it, I didn't need it, or I didn't like it. So this being the case in point, I kept buying tubes of burnt sienna when actually what I wanted was the raw sienna. So to combat that, I've been making inventories. As things run out, I just buy what I know I'm going to use. Listen, I'm not going to say that's a hard and fast rule, but there's been a few slip-ups. But in the main, all of that, just grabby. Right, so here we have tried and true and tested loves and 2 impulse buys. Yes, impulse buys. So I wanted to compare these 2 things. So I got raw sienna opaque because I've run out of my raw sienna, and this is the standard raw sienna. So that's the raw sienna opaque versus bog standard. Let's see what the big deal is about. This is a first for me, so I'm looking at this with fresh eyes. I haven't tried it out yet, so let's have a look what the big deal is. Right, tiny bit of water just to give it a bit of, okay, that it looks like it's a different tone. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a black line down. I need a tiny bit more. So I'm going to let that top bit dry. Let's have a look at the usual one. If you hear my stomach. Oh, hello. Oh, I see what they mean. It's not, yeah, obviously I knew. I tend to not use this sienna. One day I'll learn the difference between this and burnt. So I usually use raw sienna as a mixer to change, to mute something, or in skin tones. Well, this, I don't know about you lads, but I think this is interesting. This is a revelation. Have they just added white? Yeah. Oh my goodness me. Just bear with me 1 second. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab a smidge of titanium white and see if we don't end up with pretty much the same, the same effect. No, that's definitely. There. Wow. That's different. It's not the same thing at all, is it? Right, there you go. That's an itch scratched. Wow. Is it like a yellow ochre, do you think? Is it like a yellow ochre? Let's see if it's like a yellow ochre. Yellow ochre. Right, there you have it. Oh, raw sienna opaque. Well, Do you know if that's any use to any of you? But I think that's interesting. That's interesting. So this pale violet, I love this because I like that because I'm lazy and I like that it's ready mixed. I really like it. It's vibrant, isn't it? It's very vibrant. It hasn't got like that kind of grey tone when you mix a violet with a white. My hands are doing all sorts today, but I'll go into that at length later on. For the sake of argument, this isn't a pure violet. It's you'll find out in a second. No, they're different again. So do you know, is there that big of a difference? Not really, but I'm lazy, so I stand by that I'm lazy. Pale violet. Let's throw it across that mark. Obviously, the test is when it's dried, how she fares. You know, stop putting that in there, Lisa. There's no water, honey. Cop on. So, quinacridone, you know the one, you know that word. Quinacridone violet. I love this. I bought this for some unknown reason. And I really, really enjoy using it. It's muted. Do you know what I think it really is in essence? Is like a violet or a purple mixed with a yellow ochre. And it's if I have too many colours on my palette, I get so distracted and lost. But if I have something that's been ready mixed for me, because I am an actual child, I just find it quicker. There's less steps in my thoughts. Right, so this is Prism Violet. This was Impulse. Right, you know, the difference in that, I don't know if that's going to show. It's a bit more opaque than the quinacridone. Not that everybody just wants opacity, that, you know, opaqueness. That isn't everybody's ultimate goal. But if it is, I think it's always worth seeing if you're going to need as little coverage or how much you're going to have to. Yeah. Okay. And the last one is this iridescent rich gold, and I'll tell you why when I show you. I'll tell you when I show you. Right, that's really. It's more like a shimmer. It's like a hint of a tint. A hint of a tint. Right. Okay. The reason for that was this. I saw a tutorial, a little TikTok moment where somebody primed their canvas. This is a wood board. They primed their surface with metallic gold acrylic and then painted over it. I just loved the effect. I just thought it was so just, you know, I think I can feel a bit of there's like a glow behind it, and I've left some patches to peek through just here and there, and I love it. I just loved the outcome. That was using a little paint pot rather than this. So I think this, obviously the iridescent was the giveaway, Lisa. It's there's no opacity in it. So I would imagine we mix that into something. You're gonna create. You're gonna add a shimmer to. Oh, hello! That's lovely. very appealing, very, very pretty, right? So I'm glad about that. That's good. Happy with that. So here we have it. These are all my recent purchases. I feel quite pleased with myself. I hope the smugness isn't rolling out of the screen. The other thing is, what I really, really love is ultramarine with the raw sienna as a colour combination. I've been using it a lot in limited palettes. And you know, one of those things is that once you start seeing it, you see it everywhere. So I've been seeing this everywhere, absolutely loving it. And it's so versatile. And you know what, even this pale violet mixed with a little bit of, look at that, isn't that pretty? Like a muted flesh tone. A little white to it. You see. Let me give you a bit of a close-up on all of this. I don't know. There you go. Swatched. Look. Oh, lovely. Right. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know in the comments if you remain strong in the face of all of the stuff that gets thrown at your algorithm. Look at this, buy that. I find them immensely enjoyable and I love watching them, but they do spark questions in my mind. You know, is that something I'm going to use? So I'm getting better. I am resisting. Keep up the good fight, everybody, and like, subscribe, let me know.